Politickz as usual.
Yo, welcome back to Politickz as usual, music's #1 debate show discussing all things hip-hop, entertainment, lifestyle, and culture related. I'm your man, IV. Got C Boogie to the left.
Yo.
Tiff.
Hey.
Just Doug. To the right of me, Philly Phil.
Yo.
Trey Woo. Courtney's away on assignment, but we all here representing Versus. Versus. I know y'all watched the Versus.
Explain what the verses.
Okay, so the recent Versus was Tank and Tyrese. Okay, two members of the TGT group. Shout out to Genuine, but yeah, Tank and Tyrese went head to head on the Versus. And I want to start off with Tiff, the lady holding it down. I want to get her perspective on what her thoughts were.
Okay, so I really enjoyed the show. Tyrese's vocals still there. You didn't think so?
God,
I mean,
damn.
for it to be live,
I felt like Tyrese's vocals were there.
Okay.
They were.
Tyrese's vocals were
for it
there.
to be live, yeah.
Tank had some hits that he had written that I didn't know that were written by him.
Mm-hmm.
He had all the guests. Love that. I text y'all in a group like, it's giving bullying.
As far as
I felt like Tank was bullying Tyrese. But then after like sitting back when Phil was like, no, he wasn't bullying. And then and listening to y'all banter before we started, like, okay, that's how guys that's what they do with
Playful
their
banter.
friends. Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like we know that Tyrese is super fucking emotional.
And sensitive,
like,
yeah.
And sensitive.
Yeah,
And
nah.
I felt like it was getting to him.
I can feel that too, though.
And I feel like as a friend, like, you know how far that you need to take it. And in that live setting, I felt like Tank did a little bit too much.
Was it the turtleneck part that got?
No, the turtleneck part was funny.
That was
the
hilarious.
turtleneck part was funny, but like I felt like some of the banter he took a little too far, and it was getting to Tyrese.
He took it too far. Like, why you think he took it too far?
Like,
I think they had that type of dynamic.
Yeah.
I think that's how they play.
and I don't know, maybe it's just me because we know that Tyrese is sensitive, and I'm an empath. I could Tyrese.
You was feeling
Tyrese
for him.
Feeling it.
Like, oh, baby boy.
What's the story on that turtleneck thing? Because I didn't watch it. So what?
Now he's
Bro, Tyrese had a turtleneck on all night. All night. And so at one
He had the
point,
suit jacket on with the turtleneck all the way. You know what I'm saying? So it
at
was
one
like,
point,
hot.
they made up a little improv song about his turtleneck. The whole crowd.
Turtleneck.
Now that part was funny. That part was funny. Tyrese even joined in.
Crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, he was hurting that man's feelings, and
It's crazy.
it was not a joke when he left off. He
That's
left
wild.
because he was mad.
Yeah, that's wild. Nigga made a
I
song about a
enjoyed it
turtleneck.
for real,
man.
for real. Like I thought the banner was cool, because the banner came from somebody. Tank has hits per se, but I think Tyrese has more commercial hits. So I think it looks better when the artist with the lesser hits has the more jokes versus it wasn't like he was little broing him. You know what I mean? That's kind of perspective I got from it. It wasn't like, yo, nigga, you ain't got no hits, you can't come up. He wasn't joking back and forth with him. So I think that's the perspective I got.
So do you
from it.
think Tank was overcompensating because you're saying that Tyrese has bigger commercial hits?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just thinking
Wait.
it wasn't a bullying factor.
No, but you mentioned something about, you said Tyrese has more commercial hits than Tank, fair?
Yes.
Right, but Tank's, like, in between songs, him joking on Tyrese, do you feeling like he was using that as a method to deflect from the fact that he doesn't have as big a hits as Tyrese?
I don't think so. I think that Tyrese has a lot of, how can I put it? There's a lot to joke on Tyrese about.
Oh, got you. Okay, got you.
He just used the runway to go ahead and joke with Tyrese.
Got you. It was open season.
Yeah, it's open season.
loves
And then Tank is a funny guy.
Loaded with shit.
Yeah, he actually say he's a comedian. I didn't know he was
stand up
practicing.
for a second.
Okay, but he's a funny guy. So I thought it was a good spirit. So like I said, Tyrese ain't walk off or nothing. Like I said, he was cool. Like
That man, he did leave.
He did.
I was gonna say he definitely. I remember that.
He left the stage a few times. Like he was definitely on this Bobby Brown for leaving the
left.
stage.
And the wife girlfriend didn't know that he was really, like, she had to go get him. And then he came back in and tried to play it off like, oh, I was out there doing interviews. I thought we was done.
Tyrese was saucy though. He was saucy.
He was a little saucy, and he was
saucy.
ready to go at that point.
Yeah, bro was late.
I think to your vocals point, he did start off kind of the whole thing smoking a cigarette. Tyrese did. So I think by it caused the.
It was
the
very
little,
entertaining.
Vocals to be a little off by the beginning, but
On
by the time,
stage?
yeah, but by the time he
shit.
like you know, sometime back he tried to get a sexy '70s R&B jump, smoking a cig, holding.
Oh, okay.
But,
Bell bottoms.
type, go ahead.
Yeah, that ain't it.
Entertaining ass, bro.
No, you really did.
It seemed like
I
that.
encourage you to watch that joint, man.
I
Get
don't
some
know if I
downtime,
can,
man.
bro.
But
Who do we think won the verse? I'm sorry, Phil. Who we think won it? Like, When you think about song for
If
song.
you ask me, I'm gonna say Tank won. I see a lot of people saying Tyrese won. I think it's because of like pity points. Like Tiff said,
Yeah.
a lot of people feel like Tank was bullying him.
Yeah.
I think, and Tyrese, people taking points away from Tank for having like a lot of guests come sing his shit. But I feel like we wrote it, and the guests killed it. Like LaToya Luckett killed it. Jamie,
Oh, wow.
She
Yeah.
did.
LaToya
One of them-
Jamie
one of
Foxx
them-
killed
one of them
it.
was a little her.
Trey,
we
shout,
got
shout out to Trey.
Listen. We got
But
to
he vocal
study,
on- Trey won't hit.
the downfall of Trey Songz, dog. We gotta study that, son.
And that's home. That's that's up the street. But you know what I'm saying. Like
Man,
that's
we gotta
still home.
like, bro.
That's Phil shit.
I don't know if y'all remember, like
Shout
maybe
out to
like
Dirty Bird.
2018, maybe 17, 16. Trey Songz was the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
had
don't know if
yeah,
that's
good
what I'm talking
little
about. I
run.
saw Trey in concert the last year or the year before, and he got vocals live. Like when
He
it's
definitely
his
got
show and his like,
You caught him on a good day.
maybe I did, but when I say he took over,
He
the
done fell off a little bit.
He was just at the multi-purpose
I say
center
that
at
respectfully.
DSU. I don't know if anybody went that's watching or listening.
Barber
But
went. He said
I
nobody.
heard the show was pretty good.
Damn.
He said nobody was there. My barber went.
Really?
Said nobody was there.
I'm
He
gonna
said nobody.
And that's his home. That's
That kind of be funny.
Yeah.
That's
but I think,
insane.
Kiki Palmer messed him up though.
Kiki Palmer.
Mess Trey Songz.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm thinking about the.
Yeah. See, now we about to go a whole nother
Yeah, all right, but yeah, I think Tank won.
Tank.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's Tank. More my reasons more so. I wasn't mad at the features because I get it. Like he writes a lot of songs.
Right.
To Phil's point, yes, Tyrese has bigger commercial records, but when you if you know, you know. So some of the records that Tank played, I knew that he wrote it, but the one of the joints, Aaliyah, Come Over, I did not know he wrote that song.
I
And
think
then
it's some
but when I
background
listened to it, I was like, I can hear it now.
I think some. I don't think he wrote. I think some backgrounds on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know he contributed something to the song, but overall, I think his performance was better than Tyrese as far as just like he was more prepared. It seemed like to me, Tyrese looked like he was kind of all over the place. His band was tighter, like his backgrounds was tight. Like it just seemed like more of a show with Tank was up there, and Tyrese was more so like feeling his way around to me. Now I'm not saying vocally he sounded bad, but he didn't seem as prepared as Tank. So that's why I'm
The
gonna get
people
it
on
as a Tank.
TikTok said Tank and his band be in the basement practicing every weekend.
Yeah, you could tell they was ready. Like they didn't come to play no games. You know what I'm saying?
So, quick question: do y'all think that this was a setup for a potential tour?
Yeah, they already announced that they
Okay.
I don't know if it's like a straight through tour, but they doing like spot dates.
Just them two or TGT.
Just them two.
Oh.
Now I don't know what's going on with Genuine, but I mean they did mention that they was working on a TGT album for those that may be interested in that.
That first one to me was a personal classic for me.
Yeah. I mean I like the dynamic of them three together. You know, am I checking for it? I don't know, but I will give it a listen. But I know they got shows together. Yeah, coming up.
Okay.
So hopefully, you know, to me, outside of the Cash Money No Limit joint, the last few verses, which I think it was only one in between, like it wasn't as good. But it seemed like it's warming back up as far as the matchups and just, you know.
I like the R&B verses.
Yeah, I thought this one was
Yeah.
pretty decent. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna follow this one up with. But y'all let us know in the comments what y'all thought about the verses, who y'all thought won, and who y'all want to see next, potentially on the verses. And I know a lot of us, we pretty much keep up with, you know, who's been announced on the verses through social media. So speaking of social media, I kind of wanted to bring up this topic to the group. Did social distancing create a social distance? Meaning, you know, obviously when you think back to like, you know, 2020, even early 2021, COVID times, the pandemic, right? You know, we were all kind of in our little bubble, you know, in our own little world. What was that, 6 years ago?
Yeah,
5, 6 years ago.
that's
So
crazy.
Crazy.
social distances was, you know, that became a thing. Like, you know, give me 6 feet, you know, everybody doing their own thing. And I feel like as a result of that, and this could be just me, but we got a life before COVID, life after COVID. And I feel like we still in life after COVID, meaning the way that we interact, the way that we engage each other, you know, in conversation is not the same as it was before. Prime example, like it's people that hit me online on social media, you know, most of the time through DM, and, you know, they have my, like, direct number, though. Like, they have my number to reach out, but they would rather hit me on Instagram or Facebook. To me, I find that kind of weird.
You
know what I'm saying?
COVID?
I think so.
I think so. Like, it really depends on what the context is. Like, so if you're sending me a reel or if you're responding to some of my posts, that's one thing. But just to have a casual conversation with me and you have my number,
Okay.
Why my mind is like, why won't you just text me or call me?
But do you think that's got to do with you think the social distancing thing play a part with that particular?
I do
thing?
because I
you-
feel like personally before COVID and the pandemic, like people were a little bit more sociable and just more not as standoffish. I feel like life after COVID and the pandemic, everybody's kind of a little bit more like, you know, just moving differently in a way where they like, you know, they're not as open to being in the same space as you in person, or they would rather just keep all communications online. I could be overthinking it. That's why I wanted to bring it to y'all, see what y'all thought. But that's just my experience.
I can kind of see the correlation that you're making, and I can.
Like, think about it. Like, really think about your interactions before
I do have
COVID and now.
interactions with people that are strictly online, and I may have their phone number.
Yeah.
And I don't know when or how that happened, but yeah, maybe that is a result of COVID.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of more of a convenience thing. Me, I always been the kind of like, I don't like calling people. I don't like talking on the phone.
Okay.
So
fair.
like everybody's on social media all the time. So a quick conversation on social media just happened because it's convenient at the time.
Mhm.
I think that's what it is. COVID just told me that people ain't washing their ass.
Yo.
Yeah,
God damn, that just was left field like a motherfucker.
that's what
bro.
COVID told me, man.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
think
you got to think about it too, though. Like in COVID, like niggas really had to like sit with themselves and like reevaluate shit. So a lot of people that was outside doing this, doing that, they probably realized like, I don't want to do that no more. Yeah, like so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be wrong. The world is back open. Like people like I think it took a few years, maybe around like 23, people started, you know, like conjugating more, coming back outside. But it's still like that population of people that's just like, nah. Like I know people that still wearing masks
Yeah.
and they're not they're not sick. It's
It's-
like it's changed things
It's definitely
before,
forever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
before,
saying?
just like C Boogie said, before the pandemic even happened, people was preferring to text over calling. I think this is just like another variation of that.
Right,
you know,
right,
like
right.
with the online, like heavy online versus texting or calling you directly. You know, people always scrolling down their timeline. It's just convenient to hop in the DM real quick, say something real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah, I think that's
What you think?
to
Phil?
credit to
Like
that.
you had something to add.
I just think when COVID was around age, I hit 30. 30 is usually when you kind of grow the fuck up and you don't really outside like talking about, or your friend circles tend to go from maybe, say you got a friend circle of 15 people, it may go down to 7. Just you naturally just shrink and just, and like I said, I started the family around the same time. So for
Circles
me,
are definitely
you
smaller.
know what I mean? It's just I don't think COVID had. I think it just I grew up more so than had anything to do with COVID. Like if I really wanted to go outside and be back outside, I could be 2019, 2018 again, real quick. Like my communication can be the same no matter what. But because I think that for me, family dynamic,
more
and
the
I kind
age
of grew
thing.
up more of an age thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just kind of what it is. It has less likely to do with COVID for them 2 years. Like
Okay, so take the to your point, take the COVID out of it because I don't want to focus on that. But when I ask the question like, does social distance create a social distance? So like when you think about social media, right? Sometimes like I actually had somebody tell me, they were like, "Yo, man, I keep up with how you doing through your story,
Yeah.
like what you post," and I'm like, how can you tell me what's going on with me based on what I post?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Because that's not always accurate.
Can't
That's
believe
not-
everything a nigga
You
post.
can't,
That's
but-
for
So-
sure.
You can't, but you can. So, for example, like I know for me per se, like you can't. You may not be able to tell everything, but for example, if I see Trey went overseas within the last 2 years.
Okay.
Chances are Trey is doing okay. If he's able to go overseas, he's doing okay in life. Is what I'm saying.
That don't mean that.
It don't mean that, but
But
Those are the type
That's
of
the- that's the-
that's the image that he
That's the image he's doing okay.
Right, that's
in life.
perception.
But you're right, it's perception. You see somebody posting like, for example, if Roger is posting a whole bunch of memes about therapy and things of that nature, I might need to check on Roger. But if XYZ is posting this on,
Do you need to check on him, or is that something that he's like that might be a field that he's in? That might be just something that he's advocating for, that he's into, that he wants to just
Or he
Rock-
going
share
through
with
that
the
and
world.
He's going through the healing. And
I mean, look, it's a little bit of
that's
both,
the reason
bro.
why I would check on him.
Right,
I'm
right,
saying-
A little bit of both.
I'm
So
saying
how would you check on him?
I would either call him or DM. If I had it,
Which one are you more prone to do?
if I have, for example, right, if I have If I have his number, we had that communication style beforehand. I would text him or call him. Or probably text him before I call. But if, for example, if we not fly like that, I'll just hit him up with a DM like, yo, you good? Everything copacetic? Hey,
Damn, so we not cool, bro.
I did check with you, bro.
You hit me in the DM though.
Yeah.
We ain't cool,
But
bro.
that's the
That's
point that I'm making,
crazy,
though.
bro.
I'm saying, but it was
That's
it was,
the exact point.
I get it, but it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, to your point, it was conveyed. Like you.
No, I
was
know.
like,
I
know.
right there.
I know.
Like, you know what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
like, my bad. Apologize. A bit.
Yeah, it's
But
right.
say, like if I see some stuff and I'm like, maybe I should check on her. If it's somebody that like I'm deep with, I'm gonna send a text.
Right.
Or if I feel like maybe it need to be immediate, I'm gonna reply to that thing.
Yeah.
Cause like I know you're gonna see this and you know that this is why I'm reaching out. Like,
Yeah.
you good? Everything cool?
But like
But it's dependent upon what the relationship is.
Got you.
Like, see, Boogie, I don't have really a direct phone kind of convo. I mean, I'm sure I can text bro directly, but I mainly communicate with bro through the group chat. And, you know, he had an unfortunate incident happen a couple of days ago, and I reached out to him on the DM, like, yo, you good? You know what I'm saying? Condolences, you good? You know what I'm saying? It was just convenient, but I could have hit him up in the you know, phone, but
So back to C's
It's just
point, more
convenient.
like you said, convenience, comfortability.
yeah.
Okay.
I think with social media, that the problem with that is most people aren't going to show their failures or when they down and stuff.
I was ready to say that
Most people
too.
Right.
not. I know me.
They only gonna
for
depict one side of it.
You're not going to, like I did post like my grandma passed just to condole, but I'm never on social media really giving up personal life.
Right.
It's like I'm giving you social shit.
You did it bopping.
Yeah,
It's a highlight reel.
I'm social.
Yeah.
Social media shit. You know what I mean? So it's not a good thing if you do got direct lines to people to just see their social media and say, oh, he doing that, I ain't gonna hit him up.
Nowadays, that ain't even a good look, bro. I think people need to calm down. 'Cause it's too much of that. Like,
What? Too much of what?
it's just too much people. It's too many people on. I don't know if it's a cry for attention, but it's like too many people online with the indirect statements and these Jasmine Sullivan ass quotes and you know what I'm saying?
Subtle, like subtle shots
yeah,
and all that.
it's too much,
indirect.
bro. It's like, bro, especially from men. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, relax, bro. Like, if you got a problem, talk to who. If you got a problem with someone directly, talk to them directly. If you got a problem in general,
What if
talk.
you ain't got people to talk
You know what I'm
to?
saying?
What if your only outlet is social media? And,
And
a lot
that's
of times
that's the yep.
we shun men a lot.
I mean,
for
I guess.
being vulnerable. You know?
I guess, yeah.
Right.
I mean, you got a point with that,
Right.
but
Cause see, everybody don't do. I do therapy. Everybody don't do therapy.
tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like I do like talk therapy with somebody that don't know me personally, but this shit works for me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not open to that though.
Yeah.
So some people's therapy is going on X or Twitter. Fuck this motherfucker. Da. Send. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wait for them
it's
to-
an outlet.
I
And
always
then they
thought
get
that
the
was,
validation or
They get
from the
immediate
comment.
validation.
Or,
That's
you
what a
know.
lot of people.
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird, yo. Like,
What
like,
tweeting certain things or
Nah, just like we talked about, like you said, like Trey was talking about like the venting or social especially from a dude. Like say if you talk, like you said, talk to somebody. Frank, I don't necessarily do therapy, but I'll reach out to certain people. You know what I mean, and go from there. But I would, like I said, social media. I think to me it's a cry for help more so than anything else. And like,
So is that a
and res-
bad thing though? Why is that so weird? It's
and
somebody crying out for help.
respectfully, like.
it's just
Most people
subjective.
don't
That
care,
part is
bro.
subjective.
Like most
That's
people,
a fact.
most people on
That's a
social media
fact.
care. So you talk, you air your stuff out for people that don't care. Then
But
say-
what is that the only way you can release though? It don't matter who cares or not. I only can release, and y'all know it ain't me
And then,
personally,
and then
but
too, for example, like if you, I know a girl who posted something on social media after this dude X, Y, and Z. 2 months later, you back with
Yeah, it makes you look.
You look
yeah,
crazy.
Makes you look crazy.
Yeah.
that's female
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
dudes. Some dudes be
Dudes
same
too.
way. Like
Yeah.
That's female shit.
Like, oh, if you ain't finna leave her, bro, like leave that shit off social media, bro.
And like I always say, social media isn't a real place. Like meaning like
That's a fact.
the stuff that is said and showed online is like some of the stuff. Some of the times I'd be mortified at some of the shit I see. I'm like, come on, man. Like, but I understand. I recognize too. Like in the moment, I'm like, yo, when you put certain information out there, you're subject to
To opinions.
public scrutiny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people ain't gonna have nothing nice to say. So they gonna bash you. They gonna tear you down. Celebrities deal with it all the time. So you can imagine what the average day working man and woman gonna deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Even like me, if I see you post some nut ass shit, I ain't gonna say nothing. I got me and my home.
We
I
talking
tell
shit
a
about
little
it.
girl, we gonna talk shit. You see that bullshit? She done screenshot this shit. Yeah.
But just think about the
Wow,
advancement
bro.
of it's great. The
be
advancement
wild.
of social media of like where it started. Like I remember when IG first came around, what was that, 2011, 2012, somewhere around that time? It was just a platform for you to post pictures. That's it. Won't no stories, won't no, reels, none of that. And the way that it's advanced,
Now,
15
now
10,
it's
15
everybody.
years later.
Everybody's an influencer.
Right.
Everybody
People
got a
have
brand.
jobs based off social media. Like
Everybody's
income.
everything.
That's what it is.
and it's a lifestyle, literally. So it just got my mind thinking because I'm like, yo, if you remove the social media aspect of it,
The world be
how will we
different.
socialize?
If
We've
you
gotten
remove
so
social media,
Yeah.
the world be totally different.
Right.
That would so less COVID and more social media. It would be a lot more interaction without social
right.
media.
I kind of miss back in the
Media
day.
eliminated.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of miss. I appreciate social media for what it is, but we all are old enough to remember pre-social media.
Yeah.
I feel like, and we knew that, like, no, if you want to talk to somebody,
knew you was
you
gonna
got to
do that.
pick up the phone.
I knew you was gonna
Like, you
do
got to actually,
dope.
like, see this person in person, and then you might go months without seeing them. Then when you catch up, you actually are getting an update on what they got going on in their life. You're not looking at their story and be like, oh, they look like they doing all right, but that we don't even know how recent this is. We don't know, because like C said, they're only going to show one side.
Yeah, that's never real.
So it's like we put too much. I feel like we put too much value on the things that we see on social media at times.
fact.
But, I thought that would be an interesting conversation to have, though. But y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think, if social media has created a social distance in this climate. Unrealistic expectations in dating. So
When I saw that, I was curious to know like y'all's perspective.
yeah, I listen. And I'm new to the dating field because I was in a long-term relationship for a while. So like this dating thing is kind of new to me still. Now, I had a friend of mine suggest me that I do speed dating. I didn't do it yet. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the object is you get in front of many people as you can, and you might have 5-minute conversation with them, and then you move on to the next person. And like, I get it, but it's kind of like, I don't even think dating, what is a date? Like, what is consistent dating?
You've been out
Is
the game that long, you don't know what a date is.
No, listen, I know I'm asking the question I know what it is, but I'm asking for feedback. Because I mean, yes, it's multiple dating is dating somebody, you're going on multiple series of dates, going out with them. It could be out to eat, movies, or any type of event, or just spending time with a person. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know them. But then you got different levels too. You got casual, then you got exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm out the dating game. I've been out for a minute, but I got a lot of homegirls, and they tell me what's out there. And even the expectations, going back to the original question, I feel like dudes have more unrealistic expectations than females.
Really?
But
interesting. Yeah, let's hit this
That's
point.
why
I wanna hear this.
Conversation.
And I would say that I think the time we in, it created on both sides. It might be even really on both sides is real. It's really crazy because you talk to a female, she want a dude that make $100,000 a year. You already eliminated about 70% of the dudes out there.
Sure.
Then you want a dude who's a Capricorn. Then you want a dude, you know what I mean? He got to be straight. You know what I mean? Like you eliminated the whole dating pool. But the thing is, a lot of guys. I remember when Kevin Samuels was alive. I think Kevin Samuels fucked up a lot of dudes' expectations.
He was real. He was a real dude.
But he fucked a lot of dudes. Like dudes I knew in high school who didn't get no females. Grow up was losers. Now they calling females who like an 8 or 9 or 10. They like, oh yeah, she's too overweight. Oh, she's 31 with a kid, and I can't date her. Like, bro, before Kevin Samuels,
Right.
ain't no dude give a fuck about none of that shit.
Right.
Now all of a sudden, oh yeah, she lose value because of this, that, and the third. Man, shut up, nigga. Like, you gonna take if a girl farts your way, you probably been sniffing right under her. You know what I mean? So
Shout out to Charlamagne.
yeah, so
Yeah,
dude.
snip the seat and shit.
So I think the generation we live in right now is like it's just females want too much, dudes want we fighting against each other instead. Like dudes don't even know how to date anymore. Females calling it tricking if you take a girl out to eat. Like, bitch, I know you hungry. Like, not tricking, dog. You know what I mean? And then dudes will take a girl out to eat. Expect to smash the same night, like, bro. This guy took you out to eat. I'm not expecting no ass. Guy took you out. I'm courting you.
Right.
People don't know how to court no more.
That's what's missing.
People don't know how to
Court
court.
and
That's
chivalry.
what-
Chivalry.
That's a fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tiff, come on. I want to hear your perspective.
All right, so I've been in the dating scene for about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
And yeah, younger dudes don't know how to court and date anymore. In my experience, the only guys who still got that is like 42 and older.
Old head nigga.
Damn.
Old head
What
nigga.
you do there?
42 and older. Like, and not expect nothing. Like,
Uncle them.
will not expect, like, will just genuinely want to treat you to a good time.
And he gonna put you through
Yeah,
there.
that's what you think.
You want this old head?
Well, go ahead.
Hey, I was just waiting for
That's
you
what
to
you
finish. I was
think.
about to ask
Old nigga
Doug.
that's gonna drop pole link.
That's what you think.
Okay. So I'm a little biased when it comes to that because my baby daddy is an old nigga.
That's hilarious,
My
bro.
baby daddy is in his 50s. He's 51.
Okay.
So, he got me
Do
when
you
I was
prefer him older?
honestly,
Yeah, bro. You were thinking about it. You just
Yeah.
no.
it seemed like, oh really?
No. Like, so I was with him all of my 20s.
Okay.
We raised our kids and we separated during the pandemic in 2020. Since then, I've dated older,
You've seen the light.
younger, my age, and
She's seen the light.
Some young YN nigga putting her through there. Nigga, putting her through
Ski
the
mask
magic.
With the shot.
man.
With the
With the shot.
Oh Lord, what a shiesty.
playing the Kodak in the black.
That's wild.
the 42 and older got the chivalry.
Got NBA in front of his name.
The 30, they'll take you on a little date, but it's like everybody is playing games.
Okay.
That's like, no matter how good they treat you or what, everybody is playing games. Like, nobody is really serious. Like, nobody is really out
Looking
here
for more, looking to
for
settle
more
down.
than just to have a good time. Whether it's for a night, 3 months, a year, like, everybody is just
Okay.
having fun.
Well, this is my thing on it too. Like, I respect when you are honest from the gate. So if I meet you and I'm like, what's your expectation? What are you looking for? Right? And you tell me, well, I want to be, married in 5 years or whatever the case may be. Cool. I kind of have a window to gauge of like what you're looking at. See, I like to lead with the truth. I'm looking at like, look, I don't know if I want to be married. I don't know if I want a kid. You know what I'm saying? These are all things that I feel like should be conversations that should be had sooner than what they're being had to avoid wasting time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to waste.
People who will have those conversations with you
Because
you'll
I'm
think
looking.
you align,
Yeah, I
and
just want
then
companionship. Are you with that?
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Do you want
later
it?
it's something different.
Go ahead.
I think what fucked up is people lost, like, at one point in time, you knew your league. You knew who you were supposed to go after and stuff. Like, every female talking now, like I said, want a nigga that make a $200,000 a year. That's a Fortune 500 company leader. Like, bro, and you're not that type of chick that's gonna pull that.
Cheesecake
you know what I mean?
Factory is too like.
You know what I mean? And you're not.
Like, what's wrong with
Same
Cheesecake
with
Factory?
dudes. You're not you want this dime that's 22
You
and
never had a dime before.
never had a dime in your life. You know what I mean? The lead done got fucked up. You knew who you was supposed to go to.
The league done got fucked
The
up.
lead done got
Never had
fucked
a
up.
dime
Stay in your league.
They in your league. Kobe is Kobe. And
you
then
been
you got
G-League all
Judge
your life.
Bushler. You know what I'm saying?
And now you want to be a starter on the Oklahoma
You know
City
what I mean?
Thunder.
Now
and shit.
all of a sudden, now you play for the 97 Bulls.
Yeah.
No, but back to
Can't
the only
do
thing
that.
about
Can't
no
do
joint,
that.
I would lead with the truth is, respectfully, sometimes you're dealing. That's logical. That's a logical way of thinking, right?
Okay.
You're dealing with somebody that ain't
I'm a
logical.
logical thinker.
You're dealing with somebody that ain't logical sometimes.
What
Like
Without saying lead with the truth.
leading with the
Okay,
truth.
okay.
Oh, like, I may not want kids. I may not want to get married. And sometimes women be like, "Hey, well, that was cool when we were dating, but now that we're talking for a couple months,
Yeah.
I want kids.
It's
I
gonna
want this." Now
switch
you
up.
done went from you done told them what the truth was up front. And now all of a sudden, a couple of months later, or say even hypothetically a year later, we've been dating for a year. You didn't. I'm not good enough for you to change, or X, Y, and Z, or X, Y, and Z. So that for depending on the certain person. That
You don't
kind
think
of
people got the right to change their mind, though?
You shouldn't expect nobody to change their mind.
You shouldn't expect nobody to change their mind.
You shouldn't expect nobody to
Yeah,
change their mind.
I agree.
If I tell you up front that, hey, look, I like X, Y, Z, I want X, Y, Z, I don't know about X, Y, Z, I don't think you should put that on nobody.
True.
It's up to, like, say, if he told you from jump, then you should respect it from jump.
Yeah,
you was-
if a man tells me up front he doesn't want these things and we agree that we don't want those things, and then a year later I do, I can't be mad at him that he don't.
The only difference is like, I guess that the thing is, like, they say if he said I don't know if I want them, she'll try to sway him to wanting these things.
Yeah.
I
That's
can see
kind of
that.
like the the where I think people can run into a little friction right there.
Right. Somebody moving a little faster than the other person.
Yeah, because
Not
like
on
I
the
said,
same
I mean,
page.
respectfully, like y'all are on the clock. We're not. A dude could have a baby at 42. He could have a kid at 32. Had a kid at 22. Women, complications start to have, even with modern medicine, complications start to have later. Yeah.
You know, a lot of dudes can't get it up at a certain time either. So.
It only take one time, no more. Only take one time. Shout out to Rose Sparks and
Shout out to
Oh shit, Rose Sparks. Nigga said shout out to Rose Sparks.
But even to see, I'm glad you brought that
White
up.
Hills, Honey
insane,
Pack.
bro.
Listen,
to the honey pack.
guys out here honey packing it up. They got these little. What's the other joints I be seeing the ad on Instagram?
Blue
The
Chew?
little- What's it called? The
Blue Chew.
and it's another one.
Oh yeah, the
Hims,
fucking
all these different enhanced,
Blue Chew.
pills, whatever, right?
The Rhino is go ahead.
I'm gonna pose this question to you, Tiff, as a woman, right?
Okay.
Let's just say you dating a guy or you in a relationship with a guy and you find some of those Blue Chews or him pills.
I drink.
Does it,
it when
but,
put
I mean, does that make a difference? If he's performing to your standards, does that make a difference?
I have never experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like if you got to take them to get them up all the time, that might be a problem.
What about special occasion?
Now, if you know a special occasion,
Anniversary,
That Rhino.
anniversary.
Take me through that. Take me through that.
if you gotta have something every time,
Oh, shit.
then
Right, yeah.
babe, like what we got? Let's go to the doctor. Let's. Do we need?
Oh,
To,
you
do we
gonna-
need to
you
change
gonna
our
suggest it to the
diet?
doctor.
Do
Okay.
We need to like.
So you care.
So she ain't gonna up and leave.
She ain't gonna clown.
I'm
bro.
gonna
Yeah,
give. We gonna try it.
work through it.
Work
Yeah.
through this.
I just see the girl said, I ain't going back and forth with a nigga that got to put a rope around his dick every time they get hard. I said,
That's crazy.
God damn.
oh.
Put a rope around.
I'll tell you the one that worked though. That Rhino. I used the Rhino.
Oh,
like
shit.
twice. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I want to use it once. That John keep like this.
Hey,
for like 9 hours, bro. Like this. And
I see
the
it.
problem is, I hope I don't get too explicit. The problem is, like, I couldn't nut, right? But it feel like you gotta. It feel like you got to.
I
Yo.
hope I don't get too expensive and then go right into the.
It feel like you got to. But listen.
Uh-uh.
So like when I'm doing the regular, right? When I'm about to them last 10 seconds, I'm going crazy. But being that it's like this the whole time, I've been like this the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this the whole time. My heart about to explode. You feel me?
Got to have a fucking heart attack.
I just screaming like,
Yo.
please,
What the
please
fuck,
let this be over. So now anytime I show her Rhino, she's scared. And they like, they go to Rhino.
That's crazy,
Hey.
bro.
Hey, chill out.
You know what I'm saying?
He about 10 years old.
This ain't no endorsement for the Rhino
He
neither.
took one. He said he took one. He said he was
Disclaimer. He made sure he put that in.
He said he felt like his face was ready to fall off because I guess all the blood.
For the
Was
Rhino.
going, was rushing to. See,
Nigga had no more blood in his body, bro.
He said he felt light in
That
the
sound dangerous. Bro. That
Listen.
sound hella
That's very
dangerous.
dangerous, son.
That shit crazy.
yeah,
Listen, make sure you
I'm
eat
scared
right,
of that stuff.
Work out, you should be all right, man.
I'm scared of that stuff. I mean, like, listen, and I encourage everybody, if something feel off, go to the doctor, get checked out. But
Good.
there's other remedies, natural remedies, okay? Holistic.
Right.
Do what you need to do. You do not have to take those pills, man. Like, but that's a whole nother
It's
conversation.
my birthday, son.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That nigga said 9 hours.
Nah, like this for 2 hours. She
Jackrabbit.
She like, please.
Motherfucker like,
What am I trying to prove here? Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about the dating scene right now.
Stay away from
About to hit
Rhino.
y'all. Yeah. What'd you say, Trey?
Stay away from Rhino.
Yeah, stay away from Rhino.
Unless, you know
I
what I
want
mean?
No, go to, if you need one, go. Yeah, like he says, healthier ways. Go do that. Yeah, stay away from Rhinos, bro.
Perspective shift. I'm gonna ask another question. Are strangers more supportive than your actual friend circle? Your
Fuck
family
yes,
circle?
yes,
Not my friends.
yes.
My friends are pretty supportive.
I would like to say my core people are supportive.
When I do something,
But I do get support from people that don't know me as well.
right.
And at first I thought that kind of threw me off a little bit, but I embracing that. It's like, yo, thank you. Like whether somebody hit me up about the show the other day. It was like I don't know them that well, but I know that they follow us on social media, and I was like, okay, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. But at first that kind of would have weirded me out a little bit because I'm like, what's that dynamic here? But
The thing is, when you putting a product out to the world, you want You want more strangers to fuck with it.
Exactly.
Man.
Right.
Point.
The world ain't filled with your friends. You want strangers that do fuck with it.
But you want your friends to help push it though, right? At least that part.
Yeah, for sure.
Push it. You know?
If they want to, it shouldn't be a
No,
pressure.
yeah, right. Yeah,
If the product
shouldn't be
good,
pressure.
it's gonna be good. They probably push on their own. If the product good, like I don't want you to feel obligated to fuck with my shit because
sure.
we friends.
For sure.
Because I have friends that are into different ventures, and I support them, you know, on what they're doing behind the scenes. But I don't feel obligated to be like, yo, let me pump this on my,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, because it might not, even though I support them, it might not align with who I am as a person, or it might not just even look right in my, you know,
Say that again, bro.
align with who
'Cause
I am as a person.
Bro, I got a friend, longtime friend. I'm not gonna say his name. Successful in his field. Went to high school with him. Bro constantly makes posts about why we, like, as his followers or as his friends, don't repost this shit, and how that's so important that we repost this shit. And if we don't, then we can unfollow him. Like, just go ahead and unfollow me. You know, ain't no need for us to be connected on here because people are not reposting his stories and stuff like that. And my main comeback is the same thing you just said. It's like, bro, if I'm not genuinely interested in posting your stuff on my account, then why is that a problem?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, if you doing a song, if you playing drums to a song or whatever, making it whatever that I don't rock with, then I'm not going to repost it. It's nothing against you personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that particular post that you did, whatever you was doing in that post, it doesn't.
What type of
make the
content
cut.
does he share? Just curious.
I mean, he's a musician.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he plays drums for things, and you know,
I don't know, dude from
Real.
Paint, right? I don't know who you talking about, etc.
right.
But I mean, if you're on fire, bro, like you don't necessarily need your friends necessarily to post your joint. Not trying to be. Like,
No, I mean, facts.
I'm not trying to down, bro. But like, if your junk fire, people are like, you'll get the traction. You're not going to be worried about who's reposting your junk because, like I said, the way the algorithm works is people kind of are drawn to what they're drawn to. If nobody's interested in that joint, then you got to respect it.
But it might not
see what I think it
be
is.
a friend to show it, so you got a different group of people that can see what he putting out there. So you just
Algorithm plays a part.
I get it, but he need to work. And again, I don't want to harp too
No,
much
go
on
ahead,
that,
yeah,
but like
for sure.
in that particular scenario, he may need to go in different avenues. He may need to pay Instagram for ads or something like that. He may need to do X, Y, and Z. There's a whole bunch of different ways he can go without, rather than spazzing on your friends about not reposting your joint.
What I think it is,
I
though,
think that's
is one of his first most viral moments on Instagram was when he did a cover for an artist, and because of the reposting from everybody, artists got wind of that and reposted it on their account.
So the repost.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess because it worked for that one viral moment for him in the beginning, that he's chasing that with everything that he do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if it works, it works. But bro, like,
You
I
know
just
how
don't
many
think
artists
it's
chase a hit and they don't, but that's the point.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and by the way, if you see this, bro, this ain't me harping on you negatively. We can talk about it. You know, it's cool. You can even hop on one of our streams or something. I don't know, whatever. But bro, like that, I don't believe in that. You know,
Support comes in different ways, right? So I might not repost or something online, but that doesn't mean that I'm not supporting you. You know, my thing is like I'm big on experience, so you know I'm not into like tangible. Like you can't gift me with something. Like you can, but I'm gonna be like thanks because I'm not used to receiving gifts. If that makes sense, I'm not that guy. Like a gift to me is like, yo, you checking up on me. Like that's more appreciated than you buying me something. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you have an event going on, I'm more prone to show up at your event than like repost something that you got going on online. That's just me. Yeah. But to me, that's still support.
That is still.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it depends on what your personality and how you like to go about supporting individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Like, personally, I'll go my fault though.
I was just gonna say, like, a lot of people, they doing shit for the wrong reasons. Like, if you're gonna do some shit and post it, do it because you love to do that shit. Don't do it because you're looking for motherfuckers to support you.
Validation.
Yeah.
A lot of times, especially the people you know, they not gonna see you as nothing outside of what they knew you as. Right. So like family for sure, they see you as when you was look like this tall. Like they don't see you as nothing else outside of that.
You hitting right on.
Don't look for those people to support the shit that you doing. Just do that shit because you love the shit, and then let that shit build up.
He's hitting the target because no, listen,
Facts.
y'all agree. Don't start that shit.
Dropping knowledge,
But no, he's dropping knowledge because like you know, I got 2 family members right now, like that we got a group thread going, and you know they say, what's going on with your little podcast? And I'm like,
I can't.
Your love,
you know what I'm saying? Like I could look at that and be like, what you mean, little podcast? You know what I'm saying?
What Malice said, I feel like you being funny on the slide.
Yeah, like what you mean? Like, but me knowing their personality and their character, I know they don't mean nothing by it. But they not like, they're not following it. You know what I'm saying? They know I have a podcast that I'm a part of, but they not like tuned in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't expect them to. You know, but them even asking about it, and they know that that's something that I'm passionate about, that I'm involved in. To me, it's like that's support because you wouldn't even ask if you didn't.
I don't know that support.
Well, it's not. It's a different type of support. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't have to ask at all. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but
yeah,
just
if anybody that's my friend or family, anything, like I'm gonna repost it. Like it's nothing for a repost, son. Like the shit takes 2 seconds.
right.
It don't cost you nothing.
Right.
I repost ain't nothing. I repost it like, and I come to your event. I'm gonna pay to come in. I'm not expecting for you to hook me up. I'm gonna pay to come in.
Right.
I know, like, if you're doing a certain thing, that's crazy. Yeah. If you're doing a certain thing and you want to show other people, like, look, this is what I do. You need proof of purchase. Like, look, this is what I can do. I'm gonna be part of that audience that paid to come in. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's nothing to repost.
But even if you even if you don't like it though,
Yeah,
you'll still repost it.
Yeah, I still repost it.
Okay.
I got
That's a different perspective.
Like my man grew up with. This my man. He got barbecue sauce line out. I've never tasted it before, no homo. Never tasted it. But I repost it all the time. Like it's the best thing in the world. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's all it is. That's what it is.
I'm kind of in the middle with that. I see both sides on it. So like you could have a food line that you're promoting, and let's just say it's mayonnaise or whatever, some wild shit. I don't even eat mayonnaise, but
God damn, bro, that was.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Even Trey did.
So many
I
comments.
don't prefer.
I was gonna let it slide. I was gonna let that one.
Yeah, because like I don't even know what I said. That's crazy, but
It's cool. Let's keep
like, it's
moving.
cool. I'm gonna keep going. Like
Yeah,
I don't
bro, my
prefer
fault, my bad,
mayonnaise
my bad, my
on my
bad.
sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. I'm still gonna repost. You know what I'm saying, because that's something that's near and dear to you. The only time I'm not gonna repost if I feel like I just don't agree with the message of it.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Now, I'm
Something
not-
like that. Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I'm not a big reposter. I might not even like it. Like
You see it, they gonna keep
Damn.
scrolling.
honestly, yes.
Okay.
And it's no hard feelings. Like it's no malice against. Like
Nah,
I
that's
go
my-
back and forth with myself.
You can't scroll past my shit and not like it.
it depends.
No, like
I
I
mean,
I
Most
really
people
don't
do
know.
that, though.
I'm with
But-
Tiffany.
That's hating.
But
Most
She don't even like the
I'm speaking your
podcast.
names in rooms that you're not in.
Okay.
I might not like your social media stuff, but I'm speaking your names in rooms that you're not in.
Okay.
shit too.
If I know
Yeah.
you got a product and my coworkers say they look, hey, I know. Let me show you her Instagram.
Yeah.
Like that.
I
I might
be
not
on
like
that.
it, but I'm
be on that too.
People gonna know about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only thing I say, like for example, I got somebody that I got a partner of mine who promotes parties. He posts 4 times a day, every day about whatever he got going
Right.
on.
He's a promoter.
He's a promoter.
That's different.
That's a little different though. Like, as if,
Yeah,
for
that's
example,
what he
like,
do.
I mean, C one time had a little event. Well, not a little event, but he had an event.
Hey,
I don't.
look at
I
hating on his boy.
Little
That's crazy.
podcast, little event, like God damn.
like he had an event.
Show up to the
and-
little shit. You know what I'm saying?
and I reposted the season not because of the fact that because I felt like his was more, hey, this is the event that I'm throwing versus this is more or less my job per se. And like I
Yeah,
said,
that's different.
like I said, it's a little different. But
Yeah.
Word.
Last thing about this, and we can move on. Like, so when it comes to like, you know, I don't know if y'all, when you post on your stories, if you ever look at the views, but you ever notice that it's like maybe the same people that constantly view your shit, but to Tim's point, don't like it.
See, I don't see nothing to that.
That's become a normal thing though.
That's what they say. That's,
Yeah.
that's just the thing.
That's the name of the
the
game on internet. Is motherfuckers do your shit and I'm like,
going straight like this through the story. I might not even see.
You're not even looking at
I'm
the
not even
whole
looking.
thing.
I'm
You
going
just
right
kind of
through the
going
story.
through.
Like,
yo.
you know what I mean?
Depending on who it is, I'm tapping through that motherfucker.
Unless I see like,
why not just swipe across the bitch, bro? Why not just wipe
however,
his ass?
whatever.
But are you looking for something specific that'll make you stop and
That
and
nigga
watch
got
the
the
whole thing?
rhino finger. On it.
He said,
That's what I'm stopping for.
That ass, baby.
Oh,
Oh shit.
there go that ass. Then I leave a comment, let you know I seen it. That shit overly loaded, girl.
Hey, look. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, shout out Nah, man, I ain't gonna go there.
Yo,
We shot not
Nah, I was gonna say, shout out Hotspot Lounge. I was watching that interview the
Yeah,
other
shout out
day.
to
bro.
Hotspot.
My daughters walked in. I was oh shit. I was like, well, can't watch that.
right. Daddy alone time is over with.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I know for me, for the stories, it'd be the first, like, I watch the first 5 or 6 of them. Then after that, I go ahead and
Because at this point, it's too long winded.
I'm not finna go through everybody's story. On
Right.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I got about 6, 7 people. And it'd be the same 6 or 7 people.
And just because I looked at the story, I liked it. I just saw it.
You just
know
look
what
at
I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
there.
But some people, that's why I'm saying I brought that up because some people look at the
Yeah,
like
they
as
do. I
like,
see
they,
that
oh,
a
you
lot.
supporting me. You're not just watching it, but you
Yeah.
actually like hit that heart or hit that
I ain't
thumbs
like that
up.
shit,
I think the safest thing for us to do as people is not put too much into
Emphasis.
that, though. because
Right.
that's like I said, it's becoming the thing where that's normal. People just watching your shit and not. I mean, it's just like y'all on YouTube watching our shit but not subscribing.
Gotcha.
That's whack.
Yeah,
Right.
tighten up.
Yeah.
For sure.
But
All
as
right.
a consumer, I got
After that.
so like y'all know Carlos King.
Yeah.
I watch all his shit and I'm not subscribed to nothing.
it be like that.
It do be like that. I got a lot of shit like that.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, y'all comment down and let us know, you know what I'm saying, your experience with strangers, friends, family members. Who's the biggest supporters? Who's the biggest haters? Y'all let us know in the comments.
Yo, hey, on my little event.
Apologize. It's a little hate, man. Look.
That's funny.
Cool. Lifestyle generational debate. Okay? Y'all ready for this? Is there an appropriate way to dress when you turn 40? I know this sound like the craziest shit when you ask the question out loud,
Sit
but
this one out, Doug.
it's
Sit this one.
context behind it.
Hey, look,
Doug, you
man.
got a little while, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
sit it out, bro.
I can't even talk about shit no more.
how old are all of y'all?
Oh, now you putting us on blast.
38.
Are any of y'all over
37.
40?
No.
No.
We there though.
But right after.
It's creeping up.
Out there.
Is this question coming up because y'all are feeling like
No.
y'all need
Hell
to
no.
It came up because
No. So yeah. So break it down, Phil.
Yeah.
So
All right, well,
Wale
talk
posted a
about
picture of him. He was a video, and he had on some pink sneakers, shorts, and long sleeve shirt. I mean, to me, he was fly. But I mean, the one dude made a comment on it, like how old he's 40 years old, and he's dressed like a young cat. And to me, he doesn't really dress like a young cat person. He just dressed like
Him.
Just like Wale. That's
He's
his
dressed
style.
like
Like
him.
Wale.
He just happened to be 40. Like young kids ain't wearing what Wale got on.
And he's a rapper.
I'm about to say he a celebrity.
He's a
so you
celebrity,
gotta-
rapper, etc. like that.
Right.
So again, I think that that's where the conversation started from.
Right.
So how
But
do you
no,
what
to
y'all
your
think?
point, yeah, I'm not. Listen, no.
Man, y'all better get y'all Kango hats ready.
All right, bro. All right, so that's the end of the episode.
Y'all
man.
better get y'all some. If y'all ain't got no
Kango
trousers,
hats.
you
Ain't
better
nobody
get
wear
some
no damn
trousers, yo.
Kangos, bro.
I think the difference is like
Came out your bucket, son?
with this
No, fuck
generation,
it.
like
Fuck it.
we've had like hip hop kind of take over our culture a little bit. So like the culture before us, they didn't have. I don't feel they had like a young culture. Like when people was turning 21, you look at their pictures, they fully dressed in a suit, hairline already gone back. Like they got old quick as shit.
To your point,
damn.
before you go too deep, James, I'm older than what James Evans was on the TV show.
Right, James, they're like 48. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Right.
35 on that. joint.
35. JJ, I
That's
think was
crazy.
older than him.
Yeah.
But
Time period.
yeah,
it's a
and
time
like
period.
I think the hip hop generation, because I think that's the generation we a part of. That hip hop generation, we're not going to look like how our grandfathers looked back then. It is a way to. I don't think so much how you dress, but how you act. Once you become 40, there's certain things like you're not about to. I think you look crazy. You 42 in the club and shit. Like what the fuck you
You
doing?
know, yeah.
Unless you went to old head club. Unless you went to one
That's
of
just
them.
like, and that's
What,
and that's gonna
military
be a different-
retiree?
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole different.
Military retiree joint on Chamber.
Yeah.
The only club you should be in.
Or trios.
Like you said that you would go to like the club like Sexy Red at, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in that crowd right there.
Yeah.
That's it. I want to be in the bed by 10:30. You know what I mean? I'm not trying. I get excited about different shit nowadays. Like,
Nah, facts,
I
bro.
just
Facts.
like got this couch that's about to get delivered.
Simple shit.
Right.
bro.
Man, I'm hype about
Fucking
this.
love,
dog.
man.
Like,
Simple
I'm gonna
shit.
be relaxing, watching
Right,
TV.
right.
Yeah.
Hype about that.
I'm trying to
Hype
fuck something and
when
doze off. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
when a new season of the TV show come out,
Let's
I'm
go to
hype
sleep,
about
baby.
shit like that.
I thought I was the only one.
Come on, this
bro.
definitely is gonna sleep.
You know what I mean? I'm not hype
Listen.
about people like those go like when I take out of town trips. I think it's corny just to go to the club. We out of town, let's go to the club.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
bro, we're not doing that, bro.
Yeah.
We in a whole new city. Let's explore the city. Like, I'm the type of nigga taking them tour trains through the city. I like shit
All
like
that.
that.
I'm not sleeping when I'm out of town. So for me, and I know what you're saying, but for me, I'm out of town.
sleeping?
I'm not trying to sleep like talking about. I'm trying to go like I'm trying to do what you talking about. And I'm also trying to be with Sexy Red in St. Louis. If I go to St. Louis,
I ain't
if I'm going to
to pop out. Phil trying to pop out.
I'm trying to see all.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
And that's I think at 40, then you wilding out. Like
I
that's
mean, I'm out of town. I'm here for one night.
It's like, it's more
Tonight.
student to go to
Show me a
the
good
club.
time.
I'm saying, I'm doing what you're doing.
And
You're
go
going
to the club.
You're going out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been one time. Me and I
We was young. Oh, I thought you about to say something.
Yeah, I went to Norfolk.
you about to incriminate me.
Try to beat up.
Look, I'm ready to put the mic down. Like, don't know, nigga.
Norfolk. Hey, I'm like,
Hey,
I'm
Mom.
about to go to the spot. I was like, I'm chilling. I was out.
But that was when you was younger though.
How old were we? What was this? This like 10 years ago?
No, it was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, 7 years. I'm with it. We like 31. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah,
it.
I was still in I was chilling.
Once like a switch hit for me when I hit like 36.
Some niggas early with this shit though.
Yeah.
I feel like low-key, my dog IV was early with that shit, bro. He always been kind of like
Chill.
soulful.
I'm an old
head.
soul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you
an
put
old
on some
soul.
old shit for a minute.
Don't get me wrong. I got the wild child in me now, but I like to gauge what we doing first before I
Well,
commit.
be there. That's
But
not-
I
Yeah.
be like, he'll go to like a chill spot, but like he'll still go out to a chill spot. I think what you talking about is more so like, yeah, you chilling in the house.
I go to a chill spot like a lounge or something.
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah,
I feel embarrassed going to like the Sexy Red Club, giving the bouncing my ID.
That's
You born in
crazy work.
87, 88. You
You
like
here?
You're in there with the 21-year-old.
I mean, 21. I mean, I get it, but if the club is 30, like you
It's
get
people in there that born in 2000, dog.
You get the
That's
vibes.
crazy. They wasn't around for 9/11, nothing.
You're right.
That's crazy. I'm not partying with them.
bro.
Yeah,
That's a wrap for that.
rap.
I
Yeah,
get it, but
that's
if
over
you
with.
go to a spot, shorty, I mean, again, I know respectfully, but if shorty could be 25. She
What
was
we
born-
talking about? Me? What
Like, at a brunch-
25-year-old talking about?
At a brunch, I'm talking about at a brunch spot. You go to a brunch spot. You go to the brunch spots. Most of those are 25 and up, right? Most of them 25,
Nah,
30.
it ain't. Is it an age limit on the brunch? joint?
Nah,
But most 22-year-olds ain't brunching.
Ain't no
You know what I'm
liquor. Ain't no liquor in the waffle battle, bro.
That's a wide variety of shit in the brunches and shit. I'm talking about a club.
Okay.
She's born. They more likely born in 2000. In 2000, you 26. That's crazy. In 2000. I'm not talking to nobody born in 2000.
Okay.
That's silly, son.
You right.
Hold on. So hold on. Wait. So your cutoff is what?
My cutoff for what?
I mean, I'm just saying hypothetically.
For
So
what?
if you met a 26-year-old woman right
Check
now,
my cutoff.
yeah.
Like 30, 31. I can't. Like I don't know if y'all.
I think it depends. Yeah,
I don't know if y'all ever sat and talked to a chick like 25, 26, like bunch. I talked to a chick who never heard the name Aaliyah. Never heard that name.
See, that's why I was ready to ask. It depends on the 25, 26-year-old you're talking to, because
Maturity.
the maturity level.
Yeah.
I might as well just get 31. I'm not looking for 25. Oh, you mature. I don't have time to gauge through that. If
Right.
I'm out there like that, just give me the 31 on up.
And then,
But that don't mean that they mature either. But I see what you're saying.
But to your point, like even like you say, but say for example, 31. I'm agreeing with your point. Like it's I got a girl I used to talk to, and she was a year younger than me, and she had a niece. Her niece is now 32. So that's
Oh man.
great. Like her niece is 32 now.
He's 32.
Her niece is-
wrong with hitting the 32. Yo, go ahead.
I'm just saying her niece is now 32. So I'm like, how your niece? Oh, she's good. She boom boom boom. I'm like, oh shit, she's 32.
Right.
We seen her at the Art of Noise joint.
Okay.
That's an older crowd spot. That's what her niece is. So that's it. To your point, I agree with that. 30, 31, 32.
31, 32.
For five age break.
I will say,
For it to be younger.
when I
go date younger.
when I used to think about turning 40, I did have this idea of how I would be, because like what C said, you know, when we in our early 20s, like we used to actually like put that shit on to go out, because in Richmond, we had to, like, in order to even just get in. Y'all remember that phase You know, you had to.
Cut gloves
You
race
won't
fit.
get in if you ain't had no hard bottoms on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Collar shirt. So it's like the older I got and I look at more of my style and how it's evolved, I'm more in my comfort area. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not putting on that shit unless I want to. And unless the situation,
special occasion.
yeah, it's an occasion. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't have it. I just prefer to be comfortable. But at 40, I was kind of like, damn, what am I not gonna be doing? Or, you know, and now it's like that. It's right there. I don't see too much different. I used to trip, and this might sound crazy. I know it sounds crazy to me out loud. I used to be like, man, when I turn 40, and this is something so vain, but I've been sporting earrings since I was 15, 16 years old. I said, man, when I turn 40, I ain't wearing no more earrings. Gives a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was my young mind back then. I was just like, man, I just want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I think it's a mindset more than anything.
The mindset.
It ain't really what you got on. It ain't really, you know, maybe where you working, that might have something to do, but it ain't really what you got on. You know what I'm
Even
saying?
like a 30, when we talking about cutoff point for like females and shit. Like a 31, 32-year-old, contrary to popular belief, like the younger females are more stuck in their ways. It's hard for them. Like they so influenced by social
media.
They
Yup.
feel it's supposed to be this way, this, that, and the third. Chick 31, 32, she kind of experienced, been through a couple relationships, this, that, and the third. She a little more submissive. She's gonna be going with, if you leading right.
Yeah.
If you leading right.
Say it again.
If you leading right, she gonna follow.
Submissive off the bat is a no.
Nah.
Oh,
And it shouldn't be. But if you
Yeah.
lead right, she gonna follow. But a 22-year-old, she already in her ways. It don't matter if you lead right or
Pop
not.
that thing, let it clap, let it
Yeah.
clap.
Yeah. And I like
That's
the
crazy.
ratchet hoe. I'm with you, Phil. I love the ratchet hoe.
Look at Phil.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah, Unc.
Definitely go ahead, huh?
God damn. All right, so let me ask you a question. Tiffany, so like, as far as a guy and his style, what's an absolute no-go when they, coming up to you type shit, like trying to talk to you or whatever? Like, what is something that you if you see they got on at a particular age, you like, hell no, let me go this other way, girl. Like, you just walking, you walking the opposite way immediately.
So honestly,
Oh, it doesn't
like
matter.
just off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that would be an absolute no.
Okay.
It's a time and a place for everything, though.
Mhm.
So if you got on some fucking skinny jeans and some crazy looking shit in a place that we supposed to be looking nice, then no, you don't know how to like when and where to wear
Just for
your
the
shit.
occasion.
Switch it
But
up.
if it's place appropriate, do your shit.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Duh, I'm gonna pose this question to you, young buck.
Oh Lord,
Since you're the youngest,
I ain't that much younger than y'all, but
I mean, you're not, but I'm just always
on.
curious to hear your
Young
perspective.
buck.
31 actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why you trying to?
and speaking of that, you know what I'm saying?
Real too.
My man-
Nowadays, young.
My man Dougie just my man Dougie just shaved the
really
hell off.
hung.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Really
I'm
fresh
I'm
bald.
about to
Little bro, my little bro's on
Right after
little
the-
body, you
right after the
official.
record,
That's
bro.
official.
You know what I'm
Really
saying? So I'm curious to know, is that something that, and we had this conversation offline, but explain your experience with that, because a lot of guys your age wouldn't
Going bald?
embrace it this soon.
Man,
Yeah, he went from do-rag life.
I didn't really have
Do
to.
rag Doug to bald head.
Yeah.
Doug.
I didn't really have to. I just kind of jumped out there and was like, I thought about it. My corners was kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I wonder what I would look like bald.
It looks good, my
And
brother.
after a couple days of thinking about it, I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So
Word.
Who gives a fuck?
who gives a fuck?
That's what I'm
Honestly.
talking about. That's the spirit.
At the end of the day,
Once you got a lady, a lot of shit don't even give a fuck.
that shit.
Facts,
Don't
bro.
matter.
Facts, bro. Ain't no need.
It don't matter.
You know,
Walk
she
the
wasn't
game
fucking with
at
it
that
at first, but she said it wasn't as bad as she thought it was gonna be.
She's growing on her now.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
What the?
Cut your beard.
No. You can't do that.
Oh,
You
no.
can't have the cue ball. You can't have the cue ball.
Wow. Yeah, that's it. If you bald, you better have a beard.
Yeah.
Ain't no.
Now, all of us up here got fake. That's one thing I'm kind of like, the older I'm getting, I'm like, yo, I hope I don't got to cut the beard off. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I would look super, super young.
I did do
And
the
I've
goatee.
always had some type of facial hair, you know what I'm saying, since like middle school. So it's like, it would be weird to me to not have nothing.
Yeah.
It's
No
not even
mustache,
that you gonna look
nothing.
Young, like because
Pedophile.
people is so used to seeing you with like you gonna look like a completely different person.
No, exactly. And I'm saying I can sport the goatee, but it's just one of the, the beard has become such a part of my look that is like I don't even know. I don't want to imagine having to not have a beard. You know what I'm saying? But if I have
with
to,
no beard, I said I hate your chin. Why does your chin?
yeah, why your chin look like
I ain't
that?
got no chin.
That bitch had a butt crack.
I ain't got
on
no
it.
chin, so
That bitch had a nice little butt crack over that motherfucker. Y'all remember
Yo,
James Harden when he cut his shit?
Oh,
I remember.
Man, that was
I remember.
Hey, if you look up all the
Unbelievable.
profiles of pedophiles, they got the fuck face, they got the clean.
Crazy.
hey, sometimes even with, in general, certain dudes just be the beards be doing that, a lot of heavy lifting, yo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of heavy lift on the beard, man.
Yeah,
Travis
yeah.
Kelce, so
Oh yeah,
Facts.
going there.
You think the better with the beard?
I mean,
Look at you.
Look.
wrap this up now. What the fuck?
Let's go ahead and bring this home. But yeah,
damn,
chime
bro.
in on the comments. Y'all let us know what y'all think about this topic. You know, as far as any of y'all approaching 40, what's your style like? Well, you know, what you gonna be wearing, what you not gonna be wearing, but more so, what's your mental like? You know. Also, y'all head over to our YouTube channel, Politickz as usual. Politickz with a Z, not a S. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, go back, look at past episodes. You can also listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, okay? Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes.
Y'all almost forgot the TikTok, though. You
don't forget the TikTok.
let me slip up. Can't forget the TikTok, baby.
I didn't
But
even
yeah.
know we had a TikTok.
Yeah.
The TikTok shit?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Posting on there, Tiff. You
We
doing
out
that
here.
Dumb shit.
But yeah, this is Politickz as usual. Politickz is what we do. Hip hop is what we live. We out.
Politickz as usual. Politickz as usual. Politickz as usual. Politickz as usual.